What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jermaine back with another video, back with another in real life video. And what do we got going on today? Let me make sure my face is cool. Yeah, we all good. I didn't want to I just didn't want to have any like tears running down my face or anything before I start this video. So what is going on today in the world? So as of now, today's Saturday. There's beta breaker. No, today's Sunday, and it's beta breakers. Beta breakers going on. So it's this like thing where people dress up and wear costumes, and then they go run through the city. So that is what is going on today. So I'm down in Fisherman's Wharf. I'm like down here in the tourist neighborhood. I'm actually gonna go pick up some coffee. I have a meeting down here, so that's why I'm down here this early in the morning. Looks like a ghost town down here. Thought I would make a 30-minute in real life video because I haven't made a video in a little bit, and I thought let's make a video because I haven't made a video in a minute. Let's talk about the city. Let's talk about life. I'm gonna be kind of quiet on my life in this video because I've been really busy the past like couple weeks. I don't want to really get into it in this video. I'll save it for another video. But life it's been pretty happening the last couple of weeks, I must admit. So what is going on in the city? Because I hear people talk about SF all the time, you know, in the whole world. You know, I would say the latest thing that's new, and this is something I've been hearing about a lot, something I've been talking about, are like more and more store closures. I'm actually trying to walk in a way where I don't like walk by people. That's really what I'm trying to do, because sometimes when I make these videos and I walk by people and I say like certain things, people are like, what did that guy just say? So I'm gonna try to walk in a zigzag pattern. But all right, let's get back to the store closures, right? Now that's the only thing I've been hearing about in the news is like store closures, store closures, store closures, store closures. And then of course they've been blaming it all on crime, right? It's because of the break-ins, the shoplifting and all that, right? Well, I'm actually starting to think it's because of another reason. I'm starting to think the real reason why so many stores are closing, especially like Nordstrom's are closing 2 locations. Now, I don't know much about Nordstrom's, but dang, look at this car. Somebody wrote bitch on it. I guess they parked in the wrong spot. That's what you get. At least they didn't get their windows smashed. Because I see that all the time. Yeah, but get back to the, you know, the shoplifting, right? So that's what they say. They say, oh yeah, shoplifting. But that Nordstrom's location at the top of the mall, I don't know if they had a really big shoplifting problem. The reason why I say that is because I've never really heard about too much shoplifting going on there. I always hear about the most amount of shoplifting going on at these like cheap places like H&M. Like I've been there so many times and I see people steal stuff all the time, but I've never really seen that at like the Nordstrom's like upstairs, but like also it's like upstairs. The one on the ground, the rack, people take stuff from there all the time. I think for 2 reasons. Number one, it's on the street, right? So it's easy to get away. But also number 2, they kind of have like things that are like, it's not like too cheap, but then it's also like not too expensive either. Because some stores, like of course Neiman Marcus, yeah, people probably take stuff from there, but probably not as much as they would like an H&M. Because people usually take what they know, right? Of course, yeah, people want to, you know, take designer stuff, but that's not like the easiest thing to take either. So I'm starting to think the real reason why all these stores are closing is because of, remember the pandemic? Remember the COVID when everyone was locked up at home, right? So many people went to Amazon and they bought stuff off Amazon. So you would go and you would get stuff for your house on Amazon. So you need some new towels, you just buy them off Amazon, right? You need anything for the bathroom, you just buy it off Amazon, right? And now we have Bed Bath & Beyond, that Bed Bath store, right? Well, they're closing down, right? Now, you gotta think, during the pandemic, a lot of people rushed to the rush to the internet to buy stuff. But then right after the pandemic, it was more like, it was almost like a pause for the internet, because it's like, yo, I can go to the mall and like buy stuff, right? So it's like, maybe I'm not gonna shop online as much. But then you take the past 6 months, you know, they've been throwing in the news, shoplifting, 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 shoplifting. And when some people hear all that, what they think of is, maybe I just don't want to go to that store. Maybe I just don't want to go shopping, right? So some people might think of, like, maybe I don't want to go because it's too crazy, right? So I'm just going to order stuff off the line. And I think that's why so many places are closing around here, is because people ordering off the line. I think they're just pointing the finger at shoplifting. I definitely think that shoplifting is a problem, okay? I think it's a big problem. But do I think that's the reason why places are closing? No, I think it's a reason why. I think it's a good reason to blame it on places closing. So let's talk about that Target downtown at 4th Street. Now, I don't know much about their lease, right? No one has like leaked any information. But my guess is it'll probably eventually close too, right? Now, I know some of y'all are gonna say, you're just being negative, you're just being super negative. But honestly, I really think it's gonna close, because you take some stores like Target, bro, they got armed security guards going in there. They got armed security guards working there. To some people, they're gonna look at that like, man, if you got armed guards in there, maybe I shouldn't like shop there, because maybe it's too crazy. So I'm actually gonna walk in the Starbucks and pick up and order really fast, and then I will be back. These people going to beta breakers. I wanted to do it, but kind of don't want to do it. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Okay, cool beans, just left Starbucks. I say this weekend, it must be a conservative week in the city, because just the vibe I get from a lot of the tourists around, it's like, is there some some rally about to happen or something? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying Beta Bakers is a conservative event, but like, I've just been spending quite a bit of time in Fisherman's Wharf this weekend, and it just seems like a different crowd. But anyway, back to the whole shoplifting thing. Yeah, that's what I think is going on. I think that the internet shopping is getting really, really big. And I think for some companies, it's very convenient to blame store closures on people shoplifting, right? It's super convenient to blame it on that, because if you close that store, you can make that store smaller and you can make more money, right? You can do the whole warehouse model. And with the whole warehouse model, you can protect yourself against riots, right? You can protect yourself against disasters. Like if an earthquake happens today, it's gonna be a ton of looting going on, but it's also gonna be tons of people like trapped in buildings and stuff like that. So like, you know, emergency responders, what are they gonna do? They're gonna go and like help people from buildings, and you're gonna have other people looting. So stores know, like, look, if we go to this like whole warehouse model, well, we can protect that differently. We can protect our profits too. And I'm just telling y'all, like, I've been saying this for the longest. Whole Foods, I would imagine they're probably gonna close more stores too and push more of the delivery model. Like, I was in a Whole Foods store recently, and I actually got this on video. Like, security guard like kicked me out, armed security guard, by the way, kicked me out. But like, as security guard was kicking me out, they like grabbed my phone because I was like filming, asking like why I was being kicked out, and they grabbed my phone, you know. And I have the video, I just never shared it because, you know, I kind of didn't want like that sort of attention. And also, I don't think it was like really anything really good, you know. But it does show that like security guards, armed security guards in San Francisco, they definitely have the right to assault people, because it happened to me, and like, you know, nothing happens, no one cares, you know. And then it's a crazy thing, if you look at the whole Banco Brown situation, I was thinking about that and how, you know, that security guard, you know, said he feared for his life, and that's why he did what he did to Banco Brown. Well, the security guard at Whole Foods could have said the same thing about me, you know, and then shot me and you know, did that to me, right? So now I've just got to a point, like, when it comes to Whole Foods, I just don't go there anymore. If I want something from there, just order it offline, because ordering offline might be safer than going to the store. You might go to the store, you might get into an altercation with a security guard, armed guard, right? Because a lot of them are armed now. One thing could quickly lead to another. I mean, you can get to an argument with someone, and one thing can quickly lead to another, you know? So that's just kind of how I see things now. You gotta keep it chill. And it looks like they want more and more of the internet shopping. Because once again, internet shopping is more profits for them, yo, for the companies. It is, and I've been saying this for the longest, dude. And also, let's talk about that IKEA on Market Street. I don't think it's gonna open, but from what I hear, from what I keep hearing, like, they're serious about opening this location. You know, the IKEA and the TL. I just kind of find it like a little bizarre, because all that other stuff is closing. I think someone told me Ross was gonna move from like 4th and Market to like 5th and Market. But so what? It's Ross. Like, I mean, who shops at Ross downtown, bro? Like, they make you wait in that long line and all that. Like, it's literally like a horrible place to go. Like, they still make you wait in a long COVID line because they have too much shoplifting. But the crazy thing about it, the stuff at Ross is so cheap, dude. Think about it. It's so cheap, and people go there and like jack shit from Ross all the time. It's like gnarly, bro. This is that famous Fisherman's Wharf sign. It's like no one on the street right now. Oh, with some crabs, there's some really good crab restaurants. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Yep, just another day. I just wanted y'all to hear just how quiet it was on the street. But also, it's like early in the morning. It's like 7:30. So it's 7:30 on a Sunday too. And look at the weather. It's like foggy. If it was like bright and beautiful already at 7:30 in the morning, I'm telling you, it would definitely be more people out. I don't know about so much in this neighborhood, because this neighborhood is like, it looks like this now. The reason why all these shops close is because there's not enough tourists around anymore. And you know, with some of the tourists, I'm gonna keep it real, the negativity actually gets some it gets some tourists not to come to the city, because you constantly hear about negative stuff. You constantly hear about this, you constantly hear about that. And when tourists pick San Francisco, maybe they have like another place in mind. You know, maybe they say, we can go to New York, or we can go to DC, or we can go to San Francisco, or we can go to LA, right? And with all the negativity going on from the news, that's really what's happening. Like, people are like picking and choosing. And a lot of people are probably picking not to come here. Some people. Because tourism's still down. And the reason why I say that is because just look at the amount of hotels that are still closed throughout the city. There are so many hotels that are closed, man. Like on like at 7th and Mission, there's 3 budget hotels like right there, like in that little vicinity. Like budget hotels, like hotels that are like $150 a night. Because hotels over here in this neighborhood, Fisherman's Wharf, I mean, they can be hundreds of dollars a night. You know, because these are all the name brand hotels, like the Hyatts and you know, the ones with the corporations, right? But they're also, these hotels are much nicer over here, I would say, because they are like, you know, more of the corporate chains versus some of those hotels in the TL, man. Oh, No, yeah, you're paying a good price, but you're definitely getting what you're paying for. Yeah, also Airbnb is a good option too in the city. I don't know. I haven't used Airbnb in the city for some time. I used to use Airbnb all the time when I was, backpacking and traveling, trying to go to 100 countries. So over here, not too far. Let's actually take a stroll down there. I think it's to the right actually. Well, it's like right down there, right? I'm not gonna go down there because that's not where I'm trying to go. But that was the Safeway store that closed in North Beach. And once again, they're blaming it on crime. The people in the community are blaming it on crime. The store is saying, oh yeah, we just need to close this location. I really think why they did it is for a couple of reasons. Number one, to save money. Number two, this actually is a pretty good location for the most part because it's like right here on the tip of the city. But I guess now you got to go to the one in the financial district, the one that's super small in the financial district, or you got to go to the one in the marina, which is a pretty nice one in the marina, So they just closed this one. And I heard rumors that a grocery outlet may move in, but I'm gonna keep it real. That sounds a little too good to be true. And also grocery outlet is, man, that would be like the biggest grocery outlet ever if it moved in to this neighborhood. That would be great for the neighborhood because anybody who go to grocery outlet, you already know, is by half price is Whole Foods. And it's by half price is Safeway. And I wanna say Safeway actually is more expensive than Whole Foods. People don't want to admit it, but like certain things I go in Whole Foods for, and I go in Safeway for, or I used to go in Whole Foods for. Whole Foods don't want me in there, so I better not go in there. Your boy Jermaine back with another in real life video. Yes. Walk in the middle of the street. And then let's get over because there's a car coming. Yeah, it's super early in the morning. Hopefully, beta burgers go good. Yeah, life in the city has been good though. I'm still enjoying it. One thing I will say, I've been spending a lot of time outside of downtown, and life is much better outside of downtown. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. If you guys want to see more in real life videos, let me know down in the comments below. Ow.